Guys, Fireball Jack here. So, just making a brand new video that I wanted to talk about how to play the thing and hopefully bring some awareness to other thing players on just how to play the thing and how to work around and what your main role as the thing is. So, we're starting off. This is a Grandmaster lobby. We're doing the domination map, the Wakanda map. So, one thing very important, right? So I'm going to be pausing a bit so you can see what I'm trying to think of, and this will just be how my brain is going. So at the moment, we have one extra tank, so we have two tanks, two healers, two DPS. Now, important thing, we have two diving DPS. I mean, Magic could be considered a brawler, but this is a very kind of heavy DPS dive type of team. So what's going to happen here is I know that we have a second tank, which is very important. Some people think the thing can solo tank from, my multiple days of playing the thing. He is not Ryan Hart. He does not have a shield. He does not have the ability to really solo tank very well, mainly because of sustain. Anyways, so I wait up for my team, as you can see, and we're going to come up here. I know my Black Panther, so 1 second. I know my Black Panther has moved over here. He's somewhere over here, and this will be important later. But you'll see why in a second, okay? Let's get back into the game. So, actually use my little rocket double jump, but one thing's very important. From here, I was able to see Hawkeye and Magneto. I know that now they have two very important characters. Magneto and Hawkeye can poke me out, meaning that I can't really fight them unless I'm really, really close. I also know one thing. My Black Panther is somewhere over here. Now, of course, the wall hacks will allow you to see, but somewhere here is my diver. So I'm waiting for this opportunity, and you'll see here in a second why. We're starting the fight. We're going in. Immediately, once I see the Black Panther dive in, I give my damage resistance to Magneto. Why? I want him to be shielded while I do something called making space. Now, the thing has the best ability of creating lots and lots of distraction. He's very big, he's very heavy, and he's constantly requiring attention. Okay, his big health pool makes it really easy for him to disrupt things, which is what you should be doing as the thing. So I already know my Black Panther is here. I don't know where he went. I just know that he's somewhere over here. I know that at least Sue is not paying attention. I don't know what they have, but all I know is they have Magneto, Sue, and Hawkeye. Once I see my opening, I rush in with my charge. And what's it? Again, I don't know what's behind this corner. I don't know who they're playing with. I don't know what their team comp looks like. All I know is my diver is somewhere over here, and I need to make a play. I need to make space so he does not die. I move in. I take that little second to see and scan my surroundings. One, to see what enemies they have. At this point, I've realized they have a Luna, a Sue, a Thing, Hawkeye, and Magneto, right? I don't see my DPS, so I just make a quick circle behind, all right? Now, the reason I go behind is because if I were to stay back here, I would have 3 to 4 people looking at me, okay? I took the attention off, because remember, everyone was right here. If we play it back just 5 seconds, everyone was right here. I was making noise. Black Panther's somewhere over there now. All this attention. You're going to see here, if we do 5 seconds forward, now Luna and Thing went from chasing my Black Panther to chasing me. Again, I jump back onto the team fight. Again, I give it to, someone who needs it, really important. My Magic. Why? Because she's a brawler. She's going to go in. I want her to go in. Again, What am I doing? I know Magneto has a shield, but I want to put as many charges, not off cooldown. You always want to have one just in case, but always have something on him. The less damage he takes, the less my healers over here have to worry about him. The more they can heal our DPS. Okay. At this point, I forgot to mention, I saw my magic go in. So if we go back a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Right now, we're fighting here. I see this portal. I know that only we have a magic, right? We're brawling out on the point. Once I see it, I see the demon as well. I know my magic is in there. Needs some help. What do? I charge back in. Now at this point, magic has already cleaned up 1 kill, 2 kills. Not too much of a thing. But what am I doing here? I'm coming to make this Luna's life one hell of an issue. Now, the other thing's doing a good job here as well, so we can quickly check that out, okay? He's pushing in, he's making space, he's pushing my Magneto back, right? But one, he has a damage resistance. There are only 2 tanks shooting at him, meaning there's no real damage that can hurt him. And we've taken out the back line. We confirm the kill, and what do? Again, I give it to Magic. Why? Because she's the brawler. I can take a lot of punishment. She can't. My whole goal is disruption. Now we have 3 people here. They have effectively lost this team fight. Again, disruption is your main thing as the thing. Now, at this point, I made a mistake. I see the thing is very low health, and he's using his charge to get away. I should have charged in with him because this could have been a really, really good stagger. Now, it was the start of my game. I wasn't very confident that I could kill him before his team came back. I didn't really know where they were. But as you can see here, I look back. I thought he already made it through, but if we let the clip play out, he gets stuck right here. And by the time I realize it, it's already far too late, and there's no reason to make that play. Okay? But regardless, instead of going back here, what do? I push up and I make space for my team. Again, I'm kind of a brick wall, but really what you're trying to play is disruption. So, again, my Black Panther, I see he took some damage. I give him a damage boost so he can survive whatever might happen. And I just kind of stick in front of him. Do you see what I'm trying to do? I jumped. Why? Because I see these projectiles and all these things coming at him at this angle. So I'm trying to put myself in front of that, right? Now, here's something really important when you're playing the thing. You are not Reinhardt. You don't have a shield. You don't have any way to sustain yourself. Your health bar is everything you have. So what do? I play this corner. You need to get really good at playing corners like this. Okay? This is your shield. You need to dance in and out of this because this makes enemies come far out of cover compared to you. So I'll dance in this corner, just trying to use this natural advantage. Now, as you see, the same thing I did. What did I do? I saw the team pushing up. They wanted to make a play of something. Could have been anything. Maybe they were just starting to get ready. What happens? The moment I see, uh-oh, Black Panther's going away. They're coming in. They're going to do something. I go in and I do a whole U-turn again. All right? Why? All I'm trying to do is make them forget about going this way. Okay? So, something super important again is where your positioning is at, okay? I'm not trying to put myself behind my team. I'm a tank. I have to trust that my team can do their job as healing and stuff, and I stay in front. Now, I'm a little bit ahead, but this is fine. Why? Because I saw that my ult is about to go off. I see all these possible stun targets. Now, here's something very important as a thing, and especially your ult. Your ult isn't going to get you a lot of kills per se, but it's going to do a lot of disruption. Think of it kind of like a Doctor Strange ult, but slightly less impactful. Okay. Oops. We hit that, and we get two very important stuns. So, one is their thing. The second is their Sue. This puts Magneto, who was able to dodge it, have a choice. He is no longer creating space here. He now needs to choose someone to save, his healer or his second tank. Of course, I see Sue that's already low health. I'm going to go for her, and Magneto makes the right choice of bubbling Sue, right? Especially because she has her ultimate. So it was a really good pick. But at the same time, now Ben is all by himself. There are no ways to shield their second tank. And Magneto, unless he uses his own shield, is now doomed to die to what's coming up to him. Now, they get the ult off. They're chilling. What do? Again, disruption. I'm not going to kill anything here, okay? I'm not a DPS player. I know I'm not a DPS player. I know I can get damage, but this is not my fight. So what do? I'm going to do a couple whole circles around, just popping people up. Now, why did I jump on the Luna? Okay, there's one good reason why, okay? So, Magneto just uses his ult. I'm pretty sure, now I don't quote me exactly, but Magneto can shut down Luna's ult. So, what happens here is our Mag even is aware of what's going to happen. He puts his bubble, unfortunately, I think accidentally on me, he's supposed to put it on Luna, but I put my damage resistance on Luna. So just in case she can survive the strike. Now, thankfully, I see that I have a bubble. I try to get in front of Luna, and our Magneto, who pop off, puts his shield just in case. Now, of course, I don't know if it would really hit or anything, but in this scenario, what a great team play. She's got her damage resistance, she's got a shield, she's got her ult going. It's very, very hard for this Mag to kill her. We clean up the kill, nothing too crazy. And again, do you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I could have hit, you know, stomp the ground and just, do my combo, but I hear this ult going off. I know I'm not going to do any damage, so what am I going to do? I'm going to disrupt her from doing anything. Okay? This little jump forward kind of messed up this bubble. She was throwing it over here, it would have had a lot more impact. All right? Again, my goal as the thing is disruption. I'm trying to make a lot of noise and a lot of, how do I say it? A lot of noise and a lot of annoying factors they have to deal with. Now, something important. Once Loki dropped his totems and I see 3 Loki clones, a Thing, and a Sue, and a Wanda coming up, while I could have probably taken this fight, maybe, I played a lot of tank. I know that sometimes you're just not going to win a fight. Do not die overcommitting in a fight, okay? I don't know what their health bars are at. All I know is that there are 5 people here, 4 of them being healers, and they're going to keep this thing up as much as possible, and they can heal each other because they hold AoE burst thing. What do? I look back and I look for what's happening in my back line. Why am I not getting healed right now? Instead of complaining about I look back. Where are my heals? Oh, Mag was just fighting Luna, right? Did we play it? Mag is fighting Luna. Ah, okay, so Mag has pushed the line forward. My rocket is healing her. So what do? Once I see that she's safe behind cover, I go straight to the next one. Now, of course, it's slightly selfish, right? I am trying to protect myself, but I'm still doing it in a way where I protect my teammates. So there, we're just brawling on the tank, okay? Don't be afraid to brawl. Now, something as the thing you should be really aware of is you should be using your primary fire as well as your secondary, your right click. Okay? You should be weaving it in, and it depends on what's happening. If you're really close to somebody, just weave in that 1-2 punch with that haymaker. If there's a bunch of people in a line, you should only be using your haymaker because there's multiple people. Anyways, we win this one, right? There's nothing they can really do. They lost the team fight. Let's get to the next one. So, it's the same composition. Nothing too crazy. We're just playing. We're going to see what happens. And now there's a couple mistakes I make here. So I want to show you that as a tank player, or as any player that wants to get better at the game, you need to be aware when you make a mistake. Okay? So here's going to be a really big mistake that I feel like I made. I come in, I see the whole enemy team. I forget that this breaks the ground. Remember, if you're playing on this map, only this part here doesn't break. These parts can break. And what happens? I fall. I hear Hawkeye, immediately pop his ult, and the first thing I'm doing is looking for my supports. See? I know the enemies are here, but I already saw that Hawkeye popped his ult, and we have a Magneto slash going off. Now I'm a little blind. I did not see my Luna here. I probably should have, but I mean, I didn't really see her. I saw Rocket back here. So, by the time I realize it's already way too late, and I've tried to press E, that was a failure on my part. So what do? I find my next healer, and I know that I have to protect him, or we're going to lose this team fight, and we're going to be really poorly staggered. I jump up here to get the distance I need. Instead of calling him forward so he can die, I find a place where I can get to and jump over to him, giving him a damage resistance. Once it's over, I just do my part. I start making space. I play with magic. We're playing the game. Nothing too crazy. Now, something important. Why am I here? Remember, I'm a tank, but my whole goal as the thing is to make disruption. It's to make noise. If we're back over here, okay, I see magic. She has her damage resistance, but what's going to happen? She pops ult right here. So instead of me going here, and yes, I could make some noise this way, it's better to go with her because now we have a two-way pincer attack. So what does that mean, right? If I'm over, oh, sorry. If I'm over here, here's my team. They're going in this way. We're going to go this way behind the enemy team. I give her a damage resistance because, of course. Now, something important, I get the nice kill there on Loki. I didn't realize I was going to get it. But I didn't realize I have my ult. Now, if Wanda is close enough to the ground, you can stun her out of her ult with the thing's ult. Now, I didn't know this, that's why I hid away because I don't have a shield. But in this scenario, right, if my team didn't kill her, okay, we would have lost Mag and Luna, okay? If we lose Mag and Luna, we are in a really bad spot because we really only have Rocket as our healer and Black Panther and Magic maybe, unless she gets caught in the blast, right? So, sometimes as a thing, if you have your ult and you see a team wipe ult like this happening, or maybe like a Magic or something else like that, don't be afraid to just use your ult to stun it out of her. Anyways, let's keep going.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
So here, again, you see me kind of dancing in this cover. Why? Because right now, we're in a pretty good spot. If I'm this enemy Magneto, unless he saw me move there, right? He doesn't know I'm here. I'm controlling all of this space right here, and you're going to have to go past me. Now, we make a mistake, and suddenly, without even knowing it, our Magic dies. I don't know how Magic dies, probably because of Mag here, but I see my team, I see my Black Panther go in for the kill. So I jump in with. At this point, again, I see an entire team. What am I going to do? I'm going to ult. Why? Because it's disruption. Yes. Can they really do anything right here? Not really. Am I going to kill all these people? Not really. I lost my Magic. I didn't realize it. I'm about to lose Black Panther. I didn't realize that. But here's something important. Watch this. I didn't realize my healers were backing away from the fight. Mag was on point. Maybe he should have been up here with us. I don't know. Regardless, this is about my mistake. But something I do here that I feel is not really a mistake is once I do my whole, ult, I charge in and drop right here. Now, why do I drop in here, right? Well, if I was my healers and I didn't realize that I didn't get mag, right? I'm still in line of sight. I'm not behind anything that could really cause me to not get heals. Now, this is still a mistake. I am still complete free ult charge for multiple people here, and I'm gonna die for it. Unfortunately, this is basically how the rest of the game goes for this round. We stagger hard, so remember, here, once I saw 1, 2, it's about time to 3 to come back. But we see a really big Black Panther ult. I want to go in because I don't want to lose the point as much as possible. Again, what am I doing? I'm just running around, knocking people up. I am trying to make everyone's life a little bit harder. Especially because Black Panther can swipe them out of the air, it's easier, and it's just a lot more disorienting. As the thing, you should be knocking people up as much as possible. So, I guess I should have said this a little bit sooner, but if you're ever stuck in this situation where there's lots of ults, or especially a lot of support ults going off, you need to remember no one here is thinking about positioning. No one here is thinking about cover. Right now, it's time to ult charge that battery hard. You just need to get your ult as fast as possible. When these support ults are going off, it's time to just lay into them and get your damage up as fast as possible. Again, what do I do here? I keep bumping people up, off, and just disrupting them. I'm just doing this nice little circle over and over as many times as I can just to get people get away from the point. You can be over here, but you can't be over here, or I'm going to knock you up. Disruption, classic disruption. Now, I do make a little mistake here. Um, I see two healers. I did not know we were on a three support, that they had a three support comp. I was unaware. But at this point, I could have ulted here. I could have gotten a really good, solid play with getting Adam and, what is it? And Loki. But I heard it's clobbering time. I'm not getting any heals. I don't know what's happening. So, you know, as a tank, my senses kick in. Oh, whoops. I hear my senses, and I jump back to save whatever is happening. Here, again, I see all this free damage, all these stuns. I'm going to do it because it feels right. Remember, sometimes it just has to feel right. Once I realize it's too much, I give my mag a little bit of a shield. But what do? I run away. I'm not going to stay here and die like an idiot. Unfortunately, I do get killed. You know, again, I died.
Ready to keep on rocking.
At this point, we're staggering way too hard.
Never miss.
We just keep going in one by one and dying. I try to make some space for my Magneto to escape, but we're staggered. It's too late. It's not really much we can do. I make a crucial mistake there, which is just pushing up with no one behind me. That does nothing. All I did was waste an ability. I went in and immediately gave up that space, meaning I didn't do my job there. So, there, again, we lost that round, but something important is, what did I do here? I tried to get as much ult charge as possible for the next fight. Let's get into the next game.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Now,
2,
the team is a little bit tilted.
capture the missionary.
All right.
Got it?
We were a little mad, a little bit at the Rocket, and Magic was mad about needing to fight the Thing all the time. But, again, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to bring my team down, make them feel good, and we keep playing the game. I see all these people, knock them up, disruption. Now, you might wonder why I didn't just keep that pressure up. Well, one thing is, I remember the last game we were saying that our healers were dying a bit. And if we look at the stats right now, overall, our stats are pretty similar. You know, there's no one really absolutely destroying. They have triple support, meaning they have more heals than us. But if you look at the deaths between our supports, thankfully, it's not too high. Now, yes, 2 deaths, maybe not the greatest, so maybe I'm not doing my job. Maybe I am not peeling enough for when things get hairy. So I keep that in my mind, and I try to put a little bit more of my defense on my healers. Anyways, let's keep playing, and we'll see, but that's kind of what my head is at.
It's yours to capture now.
Again, I know my healers have been dying a bit, so the moment I see something, I do give up space but I want to kill this guy right here because he's taking up a lot of space. As you can tell, this little action causes all of us to back up. Again, what am I doing? All I'm doing is disruption plays. All I'm trying to do is disruption. And it's very important because if we see here in a second, right, while I charge, who am I knocking up? I'm knocking up Adam and Hawkeye. Now, yes, why am I doing this? These two require precision to get anything done. Adam requires precision to kill someone, especially Hawkeye. Hawkeye's view just went from down here all the way to up here. So unless he changed his crosshair real quick to hit a shot, maybe on Black Panther or whatever, he missed. And hey, every missed shot means that's no damage that we took.
You kidding? I feel coming through.
I would always say it's a good idea to use your dash to get back in the fight really fast.
A nice deep freeze.
It's 10 seconds. It is a hefty cooldown, but if you're to start, you don't have to worry. Again, I'm turning that 1v1 into a 2v2, a 2v1. Now here's something very important, okay? We have killed one tank and we're pushing up, okay? We already know that their other tank has been killed. So what am I going to do? I'm immediately put pressure and jump in. I put it on the farthest teammate and I get my, my bazooka all the way up over here, okay? Now, again, I'm aware of what team this is. This is Adam, Hawkeye, and Sue. They can do lots of damage a lot faster than I think sometimes. Here, I realize I'm not even at half health. If I move in here, I know that Hawkeye here can do a 400-pound truck to my head. All right? He's going to throw a semi with that bow of his. So I'm not going to poke and die and lose all this pressure that I have. Look, again, where is everyone's mindset at? Sue, trying to keep any healers up, but Hawkeye, their main damage dealer, is no longer looking at the supports or anything on point. He's looking at me. His view is gone. He only wants to kill me. I wait for my heals. I have my ult. What am I going to do? I see 3 people. I know what I'm going to do. Now, here's a little bit of a mistake that I think maybe I made. Okay? I know I'm still not at a full health. Okay? I run the risk of overcommitting and dying here. Now, I see my magic go up. I didn't know my Black Panther was behind me, but we're moving up. Okay? I stop right here. We get a kill on the Atom, but something's the issue. I see the Loki totem. I've already noticed the Thing, Loki, and most likely what's Magneto over here, what I thought, he's going to come in and hit me. I'm not going to be able to break this totem before I die, and you'll see why here in a second. In less than 1 second, I went from 300 health down to 100. I have no more health to win this fight. And look at what's here. Hawkeye, Loki, and Sue. The Thing is about to get on top of me. I can see now that Mag is on his way over here. There is no way I win this fight. And last time, what happened when I went overcommitted? I died, we lost the point, and we just lost the round. So I make the choice to retreat. I do give a quick, what is it? I do give a quick boost to magic, but at this point, this is almost a 6v3. There is no way us three are gonna win this fight, especially because I'm not even a full character right now.
Never miss.
Our 2 damage dealer dies, and again, I'm playing this corner. I'm trying to keep space as much as I can, and I'm gonna try and find a disruption. Now at this point, I get a little stuck on the thing. I'm trying to get out of there so I don't accidentally die and stagger the team. Thankfully, my healers are doing amazing, and my damage dealer and my second tank, so they saved me from dying there. And we're just trying to get back the space we lost. We see the engagement, and what do? I don't even hesitate. I move in with my team. The moment I see some type of engagement, I do not question it. I go in with my team and hope to the best because they're all adults. They all know what they're doing. They play this game. They're at GM. This is a Grandmaster game. Everyone here should be aware of what things look like. And we play.
Born again. Let's go.
Now, a little bit of a mistake here. This would have been a really fat ultimate. We would have gotten so much done here. But I jumped, and I landed on this tree, and it completely just eats my ult, which, my fault slightly, but also just silly. I get stuck here, and I look kind of dumb. Thankfully, my team is able to play well and get all that done.
Keep going.
Now, one thing to remember, as a thing, I actually really like breaking these Loki totems because not only do you, if you aim up, you can shatter these in about 1 to 2 hits, but you're also going to be striking the Loki clones, meaning your ultimate is going to come up really fast. Pay attention to how fast my ult comes back.
Can't beat a thick coat of fur.
Gary's almost yours.
Now, another very important thing, not overcommitting. Your job is to disrupt, but if you die, that does nothing for the team. Right here, my gold brain is telling me, ooh, look at all these picks, look at all these kills. Really, only 2 people are looking at you anyways, right? My brain is trying to go into chimp mode, thinking, ooh, I want to get all these kills. But as a tank, I know that if I die, we could lose this point. So the moment I start taking too much damage, even though I really want to grab some hits and get some damage here, I back off. There's no reason to die just for 100 damage. Now, something very important. It is overtime, okay? I'm about to have my ult here in a second. This is why it's very important, as the thing, that you use your ultimate whenever you see at least 2 to 3 people. Once there are 2 people, you might as well stun them because those 2 seconds of stun do so much in the grand scheme of things. So, this is our final play. It turns out really well in our favor.
Double kill.
Nobody left. Okay then.
And we get the kill. Just like that. We absolutely just dominated. If we look at the stats, now, of course, we did amazing that round. We absolutely destroyed it. But hopefully you see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about playing the thing. Again, it's really important that you realize how you play the thing. Disruption. If you can, you'll be able to tank a ton of damage and do so much more for your team than you think. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully you learned a thing or two about playing the thing. Take care. Bye-bye.